Hi everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison and we're just going to talk about the markets today, and I'm not prepared. Slept in this morning, can't believe I slept in. And when I say slept in, I didn't get up till 6:15, but it just kind of puts me out of whack for my routine. So I'm not as prepared as normal. Right, so change that. Yes, good morning. Okay, if you're in just now watching this, just leave a comment in the comments area so I know where you're from, where you are, and kind of who you are, etc. It'd be nice to kind of get everybody making a wee comment, and obviously I'll read everybody's kind of names out as well, because this is the community chat. This is all about community, and this is what CYT-Crypto is all about. So we'll be talking about the markets obviously as well. We'll be looking at a few charts, looking at some news stories as well, and we'll just crack on with it. But before you start, if you can go down to the like button, hit that like button just now. Crush the likes. That would be fantastic if you could do that. And subscribe to the channel if you've not already. And if you want to find out about the premium program, you can. There's a link down below for that as well. We'll be looking at that as well. And a piece of news that I'm kind of thinking about. Well, I'm not thinking about it, but I'll kind of talk about that in a wee second as well. But first, we'll see if there's anybody in. Is there anybody in? Is there anybody out there? Yes, there is. George Charles is in the house. Gary Stewart is in. Tony P. Badman is in. Marcus Jafari, G Slick. Mervyn Skidmore is in as well. A lot of pump and dumps on Binance at the moment. There is at the moment. Jaraz is in as well. Finally made it live. Morning, everyone. Good to have you here, buddy. High Points Drifter, Benton Taylor. And good to have you here. Good day, mate. Is saying Stephen King, Jason Ray, Matthew Parks is in. Batman Fund Management Costs, interested in this. How did you know I was talking about that? Yes, so I'm looking at the kind of fund management as well. That's a new thing I'm starting to think about for using Genesis Vision platform. I've been looking at Token Box for about 8 months now, but it's not come to fruition. Nothing's happened with Token Box. It's just kind of stayed where nothing's really happened with it. So I can use Token Box obviously, and I was looking at Economy as well, but didn't do that. And Christopher, one of the premium members, suggested using Genesis Vision. So I'll just go over to Genesis Vision just now. Genesis Vision Manager. And I'll just show you kind of what it is. So this is Genesis Vision. Basically, you've got these kind of fund managers, and I think the program is kind of in its infancy at the moment. Just now, but you've got these kind of managers, the fund managers, and they kind of start up a fund, and you can buy into that fund if you want as well, and you use it with the GVT token. So this is how they're going to drive the price up for Genesis Vision as well. And we've seen Genesis Vision, it's had a kind of jump up already from its lows, but I thought, okay, I'm going to try this just to see how it works. So I started up a program. They've got programs and funds. And so I started up a program called CYT-Crypto 1 just to see how it works. I put 50 kind of tokens in, 50 Genesis Vision tokens, just to start it. But I had an investor from the get-go, and that was Christopher. He kind of somehow found me and kind of invested. So I'm just going to find it just now. And it's probably down about 4 or 5% just now, because I done something silly. I didn't realise kind of how it worked. So we're up. MFT's kind of pushed it up from 86 Satoshi to 96 Satoshi, and we've got all the other ones are kind of down at the moment, but that's fine. So overall it's down 2.92%. So what you'll find if you want to get into a fund like this, you've got an entry fee plus you've got a success fee. So the entry fee, if you're to put $1,000 in, the entry fee is say 10%. You're losing $100 straight away. And success fee, if it kind of goes up, you're losing, in this case, 10%. But most fund managers on GVT, and I don't understand Genesis Vision, I'm just going to show you just now who's the most popular. So this is Forex as well. So it's not just crypto, it's Forex as well. So you've got an entry fee of 6% and a success fee of 26%. Now, obviously there's no investors in that. We'll look for some that's got a lot of investors. So we'll just see how much this is. And this seems crazy to me, to be honest. Well, I can understand why, but so you've got an entry fee of 6% and you've got a success fee of 24%. So you have to make this person has to make around about 30% profit. It has to be up 30% for you to make any money at all if you're kind of going in on this, which I don't quite understand, to be honest, why they've got this. I just want to see how much he's made. So you'd have lost actually. This is a 90-day program as well. At the moment, this is kind of all time, 6.87%. So that's the part I don't quite understand. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm more, I don't know, community minded. But I've just got a kind of 5, I think it's a 2%. I've got 2% entry fee and 10% kind of success fee. That's just to offset kind of costs, and that obviously to make a wee bit money as well. But not kind of 25%. That seems exorbitant to me. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So I'm starting up a fund there, CYT-Crypto. And available to invest 8.55. That's because people are kind of waiting in line to invest in this. Because I mentioned it yesterday in the premium group and in the free group as well. So it's down just now because what I didn't realise that they'd done this. You've got periods here. So when you kind of invest, when you start investing as a manager, I start off in 90 days. So nobody can, once I start it and people start investing after it started, nobody can get in for another 90 days. So I kind of, when I seen somebody had invested, which was Christopher, when I seen he had invested, he wouldn't be able to get in for 90 days. So I kind of closed all my positions automatically and started kind of again. And so that's why I was down kind of almost straight away. I kind of started it and it was down straight away, obviously. So that's why it's down at the moment. And I kind of bought these kind of back. And we've got a particular strategy for that. So I might start 2 up, CYT-Crypto 1 and CYT-Crypto 2. I might do another one where I'm actively trading. This one is kind of passive trading. We've got a particular strategy and hopefully it all happens within kind of 90 days. But the other one I might start up and it might be a 30-day one. So I can announce that if I'm going to do it. I need to work on the strategy for that. But the success fee and the entry fee will always be kind of very low. It will never be as high as the other ones, and I don't quite understand that. Maybe you know better if you're using Genesis Vision. So that was it from the kind of get-go. Okay, we'll go on to the markets. That was just an aside. Just kind of looking at that. So we'll just refresh that and see what's happening in markets. If you're just joining us, remember, go down to like button and hit that like button just now. That'd be fantastic. And leave a comment as well. That'd be brilliant if you could leave a comment in the chat area and I'll kind of give you a shout out. Okay, Bitcoin 3,412 aggregated. We've got market capitalization of 111 billion. That's kind of went down, so I need to look at as Bitcoin just crashed or something. And Bitcoin dominance 53.55%. We'll just go to trading view and just look at the Bitcoin price. See if it's just jumped down or not. That's hollow. I was looking at that earlier on. Oh, the wrong one. 3370 just now. So it's not doing much since it kind of fell from 3,445 down to 3,370. That 3,350 level is still holding well at the moment. Now I've got, I've got something on that just now. Just going over to the weekly. Yeah, I was checking something out that was quite interesting. But that's just me doing research. I'll just get this off just now. I was just looking at something with the Fibonacci that was quite interesting, but nothing definitive. I just was looking at something there to research it more. Okay, so we're still holding it as 3,350 level, roughly, still holding well. If we go below that, we're obviously going to go lower, but you never know what happens with Bitcoin, with the crypto markets as well. Okay, so that's Bitcoin. We'll look at the kind of overall markets, see what's happening over the last 24 hours. Quant is up 37%. A basic attention token because of the news on Coinbase as well. Icon is up 10.97% and has a few in single digits as well. And how many is, what's the ratio? Maybe about 60-40 in the green. Holo down 8.38%, Nexo down, Decentraland, Ogre, Metaverse, Theta all down, but they've all had a run up, so it's no surprise that they're all down as well. About 40% down, maybe 35%. Okay, we'll take a look at all of the market and see what's up. My token, this is over the last 24 hours and kind of ones that have been traded with over 100k volume. Over 24 hours, my token is up 192%. ERC20 is up 102%. I actually looked into ERC20. This is quite interesting as well. I'll look at the website. That's Binance. That's something else. I was looking at 1 sec. I've got the Binance one now. They've changed the website, that's what it is. Right, anyway, there's something different I was kind of looking at, that's fine. So no bother looking at that. Verimi is up 43%, Dex is up, Quantum is saying, Everpedia is up as well. It doesn't sound too good, that. Vipster coin, Twinkle is up as well. Never heard of Twinkle. Super Bitcoin, we don't want any of these. Platinum coin, 21%, so not that much. But my token up 192% as well. Okay, we'll jump over to chat, see who else is in. I was Badman looking at the fund management. IoT Financial is in. Mac Pollen is in. LOL Token Box sounds like a pay-as-you-go hookah. Mervyn Skidmore, G-Slick, Bat having a good run. It is having a good run. Andreas is in. Benton Taylor, I'm invested there. It was a bit confusing as an investor regarding the withdraw and the reinvest process. Yeah, it's a bit strange. So I'm still learning all about kind of Genesis Vision, and that's why I only put a small amount in just now, just to learn about the nuances of it and everything. Best explain the withdrawal process and when funds are available, also the reinvest button as well. So I'll need to check all that out as well from an investor's point of view and from a manager's point of view as well, Benton. So that's why I've not released anything yet. I've just told people this is what I'm kind of thinking about doing, and I need to research it more. They've got a good Reddit channel that I've been looking at for the past couple of days as well. Bernard is in. Hello Steve, hello to you. Ben Polgardi is in, Mitch Dieter. Christopher A, beware of some managers who seem to have done well. Remember to look at the closed programs as well. Some upon good managers have incurred big losses. Not funning, just letting you all know. Yeah, so I'm not saying this is a brilliant kind of platform. I'm not saying, I just say that I'm just looking into it just now, Genesis Vision. It seems to be the closest one I've come to for something that I've been wanting to do for the last 8-9 months now. And it might have came just at the right time. So Christopher A has been using it, and it was Christopher that kind of told me about it as well. So yeah, you have to be really careful with it as well. I'm just going to go to, so can you check closed programs as well? So you've got rating. I don't know how you check the closed programs. Entry fee, just see what he's done. Trades, open positions. So certain will go to, right, so you just click on them programs, right. I see, I'm with you now. So this is obviously closed programs as well. And I'll just go to all time. So it's down 20%, down 26, down 37. Now I can understand that when you're first starting, because obviously you're just finding your feet and you're just kind of figuring out what to do as a manager as well. So the period was 60 days, 25 trades. So just look at this one. This was down 37%. And the trades It's still got open positions on that. So he was doing crypto, NAV, LRC, down, down, down. Price 8901, 798. Right, so you kind of need to look at the closed positions as well. And the way to do that is just click on their names. And so this is the manager's name. And this is the programs they've got open. They've got funds there as well. Yeah, so thanks for that, Christopher. I'm still looking into it, still finding out about it as well. IoT are going to the GBT ICO, sold at the top. It looked like a good project, but I haven't explored the platform yet. Yeah, it's looking okay. It's looking okay. There's still a couple of things that even I've noticed, and I'm just on it, that I've noticed are not that good, like this kind of 90-day buy-in period if you've got a 90-day program. But I need to look at the fund side of it as well. David Schwartz is in the house. Welcome to you. Nick Leeson on GBT. I don't know about that, Mervyn. Crypto Don Wan is in. Good morning to you, Ben Taylor. GBT live support is excellent. Brilliant. I might use them, Benton. Kig is in. Good morning to you. Ross Davidson is in. Hello, Tanji. I'm glad I picked up significant BTT early on. Hi, Steve. Hi to you. Yeah, we'll talk about BTT in a second as well. Mike Cryptical, still on BTT at 30, looking for a break even, to be honest. Mervyn, so you've got in above 30. So I've been in and out of BTT, so just have a look at BTT. We're going to talk about that anyway. I'll just get rid of these. Just a kind of BitTorrent story. This was kind of BTT price holds, and this was from yesterday. So the last 24 hours have seen the entire cryptocurrency market experience a notable leg down, losing over 2 billion on the day. Major cryptocurrencies, blah blah blah, have held. At this time of writing, BTT trades at 1/10 of a cent, which is about 10 times the price per token during the initial coin offering, which is really good. I think BTT could go up. The more I look into it, I think it could go up even more from here. So I think we could see another a good 50, 100% over the coming weeks. I'm not saying over the coming days, but over the coming weeks. And I kind of announced it yesterday as well. Said keep an eye on it at 26 Satoshi, and it went back up to 31 before coming back down. So we'll take a look at that. But I do think it's going to go up. Obviously, it's been listed on Bittrex as well, and there's new exchanges coming out all the time. And I think because Tron are invested in it, and obviously CZ, Binance has invested in it as well, I think they're obviously not going to let it go down that much. It does go down. So it's in the best interest to see it kind of going up just now. So BTT, I don't know if they've got it out yet. No, I don't think they will have. Have they got the circulating supply out? No. So what we have to do to get the current market capitalization, we have to times the total supply by 9%, times it by 9%, and that gives you the current circulating supply just now. And then you take that figure and times that by, this is a dollar value, times it by the dollar value, and this will give you the current market capitalization, which is 86 million just now. Now 86 million kind of puts them in the top 100 obviously, but it's just where in the top 100. 86, it's still round about, yeah, 48, so round about the same as yesterday. 48, we kind of looked at this, so it puts them in 48, and so 86, if we double that again, because I'm thinking this could double again and go up to 170, it still only kind of puts them up to number about 27 above ontology. I think it could do that, and we'll just have a look at the price in a minute and have a look at the order books as well. So we're looking at 28 Satoshi just now, and we'll see the order books if it's 28.29. Yeah, it's 28.29, so it has jumped a wee bit. And it's looking as if it's going to go 29.30. That's just come up. So we need to wait and see. What's the kind of historical orders? Like, there's a biggie there, big sell, 44 million at 29. So So it's up and down, hovering between 28, 29 just now. It was obviously 29.30 a few minutes ago. So yeah, I think this could do kind of good things. And we'll look at it on the kind of chart as well. BTT, BTC. Now we can't obviously look, because this has only been on a couple of days. So what do you do in a situation like this? Basically, you can only go by the 1 hourly and look at the fundamentals on that. So this is a 70 EMA and the 50 EMA I've got open just now. And we can see there's a bounce coming off the 50 EMA. So for me, this is an indicator. A lot of people don't use it this way, but I like to use the 7 EMA and the 50 EMA. And when a coin kind of breaks like this and it goes kind of skyrocketing, and then it comes back down, a lot of the time it bounces off the 50 EMA or round about the 50 EMA. So we kind of have to look at these levels as well. Obviously, you can use the fib retracement tool as well, and you could do that. And I like using the fib retracement, not in the way normal people use it. I kind of use it from here and just seeing where it started from, and then the levels it could get to. So it's kind of bounced off the 50% retracement level from there, and bounced up there and started moving back up, and kind of crashed right through the 38% one, 50%, and it's never kind of reached the 61.8% level, which is a major kind of fib, the golden kind of fib number. So I think it could bounce back up from here and surpass 37 Satoshi. But that's just my opinion. Do your own research and all that. And I kind of yesterday I said, okay, 26, kind of just mentioned in the premium group, just keep an eye on it, because I've called it already BTT from 14 Satoshi, or 14 or 15 Satoshi, I called it. So it's still in play, that kind of one I called the other day as well. So yeah, I think BTT is really interesting. And if you've got that just now, it might be a longer term hold. If you're trading it just now, it's good to trade in and out of it. Even get 1 or 2 Satoshis, it's still quite good. And if you've got enough, you can make $200-300 a day just kind of trading BTT. This is on the hourly chart. So if you go on at 25 and got out 30, you're making a good 25%, 20-25% taking off fees as well. So you could make that a day. Making that a day is quite good if you've got enough of them. So if you had 10 million or something, you could make a good few profits a day. We'll just kind of show you that and show you how that works. So just say, for example, you get a 25 and you've got 10 million tokens, which is 2.5 Bitcoin. Or I'd probably say less than that. We'll go 1 Bitcoin. Will 1 Bitcoin get you 4 million? So we'll say 4 million. So if you go on a 25 Satoshi with 4 million with 1 Bitcoin, and you're to get out, say 31, that would be the kind of bottom and the top. Chances are you wouldn't get until 26 and going to get out to 30. But we'll say if it was 24, 25, you managed to get it 25 and out to 31, 4 million, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That'd be 1.24. So you'd make 0.24 of a Bitcoin. 0.24 of a Bitcoin just now is about, what, $800? That's a quarter. So it's about $800. So if you're making that every day on just one token, and focusing, I think this is a good kind of strategy as well, or another strategy, is just to focus on one token. Like Tron was a beautiful one to trade for a while. It was just fantastic, getting in, getting out, getting in, getting out. It was a beautiful one to trade. You could do it with BTT as well and make a good pack of money from it as well, just trading this kind of in and out. You can see on the hourly, it's kind of stable actually, between 32 and 25. So what you do is you might get out 32 here, waiting it coming back down at 25, get back in at 25, get out at 32 unless it kind of shoots up, kind of get out, in and out that way. So you could make a lot of money just trading one particular coin. So that's another strategy. If you've got liquid coin like BTT or TRX or PundiX wouldn't be any good because that just kind of stays the same price for a long period of time. But I think BTT is going to be a good one to trade and for long term as well. Okay, we'll go to some other news as well. This was one that seemed from yesterday, but when I read into it, I'm still going to kind of talk about it, but when I read into it, there's a wee bit more to it than that. So breaking, Binance CEO says crypto exchange plans to partner with Ripple to boost XRP-powered XRapid. So I thought, wow, this is big news. Nobody's really talking about it, but it's not that kind of bigger news. So Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao says the leading crypto exchange will definitely partner with Ripple to boost its XRP-powered payment solution XRapid. Now Ripple have obviously partnered with some of the exchanges already as well. So what CZ says, we're focused on launching more features right now, so we're working with a number of other partners. With XRapid, there's nothing going on right now, but in the future we'll definitely want to add them as a partner. So Ripple has already partnered with Crypto Exchange, Bittrex, Bitso, Coins.ph and Bitstamp to boost liquidity for XRapid, and the exchanges will make it possible for financial institutions to convert the local currency to XRP and send a digital asset to another country. So when I seen that kind of headline, I thought, oh, this is kind of big news, but it's not as big as kind of first thought, but it's still major news. So that's why I'm reporting it to you. This was from yesterday, and I forgot to kind of speak about this yesterday. James had sent over the kind of news stories, one of the brilliant admins, James Oklahoma. Forbes names Ripple one of the most innovative fintech companies in 2019. So I don't know if you've seen this, you might have seen this already, but it says it's one of the most innovative companies for 2019. So on February the 4th, Forbes published this year's Fintech 50, its list of the most innovative fintech companies in 2019, and 6 blockchain companies, including Ripple, managed to make the list. In this article, we take a closer look at Ripple. So this is kind of looking at Ripple, but we'll give the link for the Fintech 50 as well. And that was for 2015. So of course, inclusion in Forbes Fintech 50 is the only honour award that Ripple has received in the past few years. Here's a few others. So that's a few others that Ripple has received over the past few years. So we'll get that Fintech 50 for you as well. But I just forgot to report on that yesterday as well when it was kind of James had sent it over. This was BitTorrent, kind of talking about the price holding. I thought this was interesting. I was looking at this before this morning. CoinMine1. This is a coin miner. It's one of the first all-in-one crypto hardware for everyone. It's a mobile-first experience with no headaches or expertise required. It will upgrade to adapt to the evolving crypto landscape, making you the most crypto possible. So this is where you can mine coins. So now, and I thought this was interesting. I've seen a tweet about it. Where did I see the tweet? I can't remember who had it. Somebody had been sent one in the post, and they were mining Grincoin, and that's what kind of perked me up a wee bit. Kind of looked at that and I thought, what's this? So it looks interesting, this as well. So that's the kind of tech side of it. This is the coins. So be ready for proof of stake, Tezos, Ethereum, Casper, Dfinity, Filecoin, Bank, Chain, Polkadot, Cosmos, Foam, more to come. Become a Lightning network. Be one of the first to mine Grin as well. So it looks interesting, but I don't know how much power it uses. So for anybody into mining, I don't know anything really about mining at all. So Tim Gash is a kind of resident expert in the kind of premium group for mining. So I don't know if you've seen this, Tim, but it'd be interesting to get your kind of views on this as well. So let me know if you've seen this, if you kind of fancy it, and would you fancy paying $800? I don't know, would it be better just getting a GPU? I don't know, rather than paying a kind of figure for that. This is a news story. This is the one I was going to cover. So Bitcoin price prediction. Bitcoin now predicted to make major comeback by former critic. So JP Morgan expert is backpedaling on his earlier bearish prediction, saying Bitcoin's current stability is a positive sign for institutional adoption. So this is a guy from Nikolaus. I can't even pronounce his second name. I'll just say Panig. Nikolaus Panig something is betting on Bitcoin after previously voicing his bearish prediction in December. He is certain that more institutional investors will dip their toes into the cryptocurrency industry due to its current stability. Current stability? Where's the stability? Just don't get the stability just now, because it's still going down. But for me, obviously there's steps down, step down, step down. It's taking a step down every time. For me, that kind of spells out, obviously he's a JP Morgan. He must know. He must know something for him to come out and say that and kind of do 180 and just thinking, kind of reading between the lines here, just thinking a guy like this, a kind of big kind of guy like this, is kind of making a U-turn and saying that Bitcoin is going to go up in price. So it's going to make him look good. If he's in the know and he knows kind of institutional investors are going in the background and eventually the Bitcoin price is going to rise, he's going to look good, obviously, when this kind of does go up. And people are going to start to look to him in the future and just say, oh, he predicted the Bitcoin price was going to go up. This is what I think a lot of people do. A lot of people like this do. And I think he could be one of them as well. But we don't know. Obviously, that's just kind of my theories, my conspiratorial theories that I've got as well. So the guy predicts that the adoption won't happen overnight, obviously. It could take years to win over institutions. Not surprisingly, regulatory uncertainty remains the main obstacle in that regard. Wyoming is already making huge progress. So Wyoming is looking to become the kind of state in America, and that's going to be good for cryptocurrencies. So they're obviously looking to make a name for themselves, which it should. Some state or some country should be doing that. We've got Malta kind of doing that already. I think Britain should kind of lead the way, or whoever should lead the way and just say, okay, we're crypto friendly, our taxes are low on it, blah blah blah, and it becomes the place that everybody goes to for kind of crypto. If a country was to do that, you're going to see a lot more kind of happening in that country for the future as well. I think it could be really good for a country or a state, and Wyoming is looking to do that as well, and a couple of other states are looking as well to do that. This was a technical article actually, so I'll just kind of share it with you as well. Why the latest Bitcoin dump could actually launch the crypto market into bullish territory. So talking about Bitcoin's 6 triangles here. So in a previous analysis published Monday, this is from ccn.com, we had predicted a Bitcoin dump as the cryptocurrency's volatility and volume went lower than normal. We also noted a strikingly similar pattern between Bitcoin current and previous price actions, and in this analysis we aim to elaborate on the same to predict where the next Bitcoin could move to. So a closer look at the Bitcoin price. So just very briefly, it just says, consequently, there's a strong chance for Bitcoin to break above its wedge pattern on the next upside move. Traders should watch out for a reversal indicators such as a doji, and it kind of goes on to explain what doji is, coupled with a spike in trading volume. Conversely, an extended downside action would push the Bitcoin price towards 3,100, the current bottom level. Now, I've noticed here on ccn.com, when they do these kind of price analysis, they go either way. So they don't kind of stick their necks out and say, oh, it's definitely going to go up, which nobody should be doing anyway. But they say, oh, it could go up if it breaks this pattern, or it could go down if it breaks this pattern. So they're kind of looking good either way from it. And a lot of people do that as well, including myself, obviously. So just pay attention who you're paying attention to. Christopher A. Benton, regarding reinvest toggle, if you invest say 10 GBT in Stephen, don't have the reinvest toggle on, Stephen makes 1 GBT profit, then you will continue to have 10 BGT in Stephen in the next period. If you have the toggle on, then you have 11 GBT in Stephen in the next period. This is excluding Stephen's success fee, of course. Yeah, so there's a lot of nuances to kind of Genesis Vision, but no doubt they'll kind of improve that as they go along as well. So this is just my kind of first foray into that kind of fund manager kind of thing, without having all the legalities and the headaches with that and kind of regulatory compliance and stuff like that of creating your own, plus the cost as well. So this could be a nice way in. Nice volume spike, as you mentioned, BTT. Just have I think BitTorrent is going to do good things over the coming days and weeks. So it's just to keep a close eye on it. I'm not, obviously I am investing in it. Oh, it's just sort of jump up. So 30, we'll just have a wee look. 29.30, it's kind of jumped up to. So I was looking at this as well, if you're kind of interested in this. Looking at the fib. So as I say, I do it from, we'll just do it from, in fact we'll do it from the low. So we'll do it from here. So we'll do it from 12 Satoshi, and we'll look at 37 as being the high. So we can see here from when it hit the high and then it come back down and it kind of retraced to the 50% level. And down to here. And then it kind of bounced back up, and it's bouncing there just now. and it's in that kind of 38% zone. Just kind of do it the other way as well. What people do it, so everybody does it differently, but I'm kind of looking at here. No, not do it that way. I like it better my way, to be honest. I'll do it from here. And this is just looking at fib. And this is on the hourly, obviously, because BTT has not been trading that long. So could we expect just to jump right back up to 37 and break through that? For me, this is what looks like happening just now. So it kind of went high, kind of came back down, 50% retracement level, and kind of jumping back up again. So I think this is going to smash through the kind of 37 over the coming days and weeks. So I need to keep an eye on it. And it's jumping up just now. It's up at 30 just now. So I need to wait and see kind of what happens here. But this is just my prediction. I think it's going to be a good trading coin. But it's up and down just now. It's down to 29 at the moment. And just see where the order books are. Yeah, 28, 29. So there's a lot of kind of volume in it. So there was obviously a big sell-off there. Yeah, somebody sold 59 million. So somebody's looking to offload at 29 Satoshi. 17 million, 10 million, 59 million. I've seen another 33 there. 38 million, 67 million, 33 million. So somebody's definitely looking to offload. So once that person offloads all the however much it is, so that's 100 million, 200, about 200 million's been offloaded. I'm not saying it's the same person, but it's about 200 million there. How much would that be? 200 million at 29. 58 Bitcoin worth. So I'm not saying it's a single kind of trader or whatever, but once they've stopped unloading, I think the price might go back up, and it looks as if it's just going to jump back up between 29 and 30. It is indeed. And we should see here another big dump. If it's the same person, just offloading another big tranche at 29 Satoshi. We'll just have a kind of keep an eye on this, see what's happening with the order book. That's not big enough, so we're looking for over, say, 10 million or something. We'll wait and watch that coming in. No, that's not big enough. There's kind of big buys there at 54 million as well. 33 million. So we're looking for roughly the same. I think this is going to happen as well. Let's see. So 30. So there might not be enough there to build up. Anyway, I just kind of like looking at numbers, like looking at the matrix or something like that. But that's obviously not what we're here for. Alta Patel, I bought it at 12 and sold at 36. Brilliant. Looking for an entry point again. I think for me the entry point would have been yesterday, around about 25, 26 Satoshi. That would have been a perfect entry point. But obviously do your own research and kind of look into it. Still in dent from the daily call. Don't want to take a loss, but missing out on BTT and other calls. What do you think? So this is Stephen King. So I've called dent obviously as well. And just get rid of this. And we're going to dent BTC. Down on the charts, obviously on a 1 hour chart, we'll look on a daily. Down on a daily as well. We'll look on the order books for dent. So we've got 27 and 28 Satoshi to buy 27 at 120, to sell at 28 at 191. So we're looking at not quite 2 to 1, but nearly 2 to 1 to sell. So it looks as if it's going to go down to 26, 27. It's up to you, to be honest. Obviously I can't give you financial advice here, but for me it would be I'd just say, okay, this is a longer term hold. So it depends if you put a kind of 5% stop loss on. But for me, I'm holding it just now anyway, because I'm doing it for the double strategy that we've been talking about. I'm just waiting on a doubling, so I know at some point it's going to double. And I think it was called a 33 Satoshi. So I would probably hold it longer term, and it might be a while before it comes back up. But I do like dent as a company as well. So it's not shitcoin or anything like that. It's making money, and they're bringing new stuff out. They're making more partnerships as well. So I just think it's unloved at the moment, and it will go back up. That's my opinion. That is my opinion. So do your own research and all that kind of stuff. So where's the low for it? 24. 23 is the all-time low. So we're close to the all-time low. For me, if I was kind of doing it, and I'm doing this just now for my own fund as well, I've got, as well as the kind of community fund as well. So just have a look at that, where it's sitting just now. So community fund and my own kind of strategy that I'm using just now, testing out, is up to $12,140. And so I got a PundyX at 17 to get into BTT, because I thought this was going to shoot up bigger, and I thought, okay, we'll make more profits in BitTorrent and trade it and then get back into PundyX. I just hope I'm not kind of too late with that as well, because I do believe PundyX is going to go back up. But so it's 17-18, so it's 1-to-1 ratio just now. So I probably need to buy back in at 18. But I thought BitTorrent was going to go up quicker than it has. So that's where I am just now. But I'm just kind of being honest with what I've done here. But I'm still in kind of PundyX longer term, obviously, until that doubles. Mainframe is doing well. That's up 12% for BTC level, and it's up 11% dollar value. And BitTorrent, since I went in yesterday, is up 11% and up 11% on the dollar value and the BTC value as well. So that's why I came out of, made a loss for PundyX. And this is just my trading, so I've got a small pot for trading, so I'm just using that to go in and out of tokens, and I'm not afraid to kind of make small losses or bigger gains and get back in again. So the lowest one, Time Eubank, is there. Dent kind of going at 30 Satoshi, for Dent down just now at 6.67%. Just now we'll go to the BT value there and just change that to BTC. And this is CryptoCompare.com that I'm using this for. So we're still not that down on kind of overall kind of profit, well, profit and loss for the coins we hold just now. Realized profit is 0.2 Bitcoin, which is good. And this is only, we're talking 6-7 days in a week. So getting 0.2 Bitcoin is not bad at all. So we've got holdings just now 3.57, and that's from 3.47. It started with, or 3.42, can't remember. But Bitcoin, BitTorrent obviously up 11%, and this is just BTC value. So Time Eubank is the worst, down 8%. Dent down 6% just now from 30. But if you're going at 33, I'm not sure. Me personally, I would hold. I would just hold. UFR Upfire could be good. I need to check that out after. Aloysius, morning everyone, a bit late this morning, good to have you here. Aloysius, Rob UK, message retracted, missed that. One of our brilliant admins is back with us after kind of doing his house up and stuff like that. So good to see you back, Rob. I know you've been listening in as well. And it was his birthday the other day, and I kind of gave a shout out to Rob, but big good morning to you. Ajmal, good morning to you. Ajmal Salim, Crypto.1, Litecoin is working with Beam, Mimblewimble. Excellent. So I mentioned Litecoin the other day. Never looked at again. Litecoin BTC. Just have a look at that and see what's happening with it. So this is what I thought would happen. It would kind of come up to there. This is on the BTC level, but kind of done it on the dollar value as well. Can't come back down, so just take this off just now because that's covering it. It's going back up, so I'm going to look on the BT on the dollar value, LTC USD, because I think this is going to double. We'll just look at Binance one. 33.66 this is on the daily, just crossing over there on the daily, but still kind of swithering. It's on that kind of line on the daily. But for me personally, I think Litecoin is unloved at the moment. Very unloved. Not a lot of people are talking about it, but more and more people are starting to talk about it now over the last couple of days. And I think this is going to grow as well. The number of people talking about the sentiment towards Litecoin as well. They're working with Mimblewimble as well. That could be a really good thing as well. So lots of things happening in the background, and I just think this is going to go up in price. And I think over the next 4 to 8 weeks or something, this is going to double in price up to $66 and higher. Bold prediction, I know, but I just believe it's coming for Litecoin. And that is just spidey senses plus kind of news, sentiment, social media, talking about that, all that put together. I just think it's going to double in price, but not financial advice. Do your own research and all that. It's just my opinion. And I wouldn't say biased opinion because I'm not in Litecoin at the moment. Matthew Kreisman is in. Can you voice your opinion on Icon, please? Icon, just have a quick look. It's starting to go up just now. Obviously that's on a daily chart. We'll just look on the 4-hourly chart. Yeah, it's had a good run up. 12% run up. It's near its all-time low. So where is its all-time low? So yeah, it's close to its all-time low. So this could have a good run up. So its all-time low is about 5,219. That's on the tail of it, but on the close, 5,395 kind of officially. So this could have a good run up. Where's its all-time high for it? 91,000. So you're talking about 20 times or 18 times off from its kind of all-time high and to where it is just now. So this could have a good run up, actually. It's up 9.31% just now, but that would definitely be a coin to say, okay, this is going to double in price as well very soon. And Bitcoin behaves itself. But for this to double in price, it only needs to go up to 10,000, and that would be the next kind of resistance, round about the major resistance there. So it'd be, oh, I'll not do that, that's bollocks. Want the horizontal line. So next resistance would be about 7,114. Next resistance after that is round about 11,000, you'd say. So we could climb up to 7,114. If Bitcoin stays stable or rises, you could see Icon kind of climbing up to these levels, 7,114. If it breaks through that, then you're looking for the next level of 11,036, but that would be a kind of push. But it might trade within here before trying to break through that and then kind of trade upwards. So from a TA point of view, it looks okay. It's at 6,000 at the moment, just turned 6,000, so it's looking good just now. Big BTT dump again at 29 sats. So it did, yeah, so it is one person kind of dumping. Not one person, but it looks like one entity is dumping. What was the dump? 30 million, 6 million. So it must have been more than that. So 28, 29. So somebody's trying to offload a big, huge pile they've got at 29 Satoshi. So obviously they're kind of just waiting on it. So once that clears, whoever that is, once that clears, then we'll have an idea of where BTT is going. Big buys coming in as well, but not as big as the big dumps. So 11 million buy, 14 million buy. There to sell. So that's going to go to 29.30 again, and then you're going to see another big dump at 29 Satoshi once the 29 Satoshi buys start piling up. That's just about to change just now. You can see that here. It'll switch over 29.30, and then the 29 will build up to maybe a couple 100 million, and then there'll be another big dump unless the person's finished dumping, I would imagine. Does Crypto Compare connect via API to exchanges? I've never actually used that because I would never use an API to connect to an exchange or anything like that. I'll never ever do that, just simply because I don't trust it. I just don't trust the tech. I don't trust anybody to kind of have an API key that I've got. But maybe that's just me being overly security conscious, but I don't think you can be overly security conscious. But I don't know is the honest answer, but I would imagine it probably would. Tim Gash, good morning to you. Just kind of give you a shout out there about half an hour ago or something. Evan Skidmore, ADA, good accumulation price, been sucking up them tokens like a biscuit in a bucket full of gopher gravy. Excellent. And you can restrict API not to allow any trading. Yeah, I know, I just don't, there's something I don't trust about the APIs. And I'll need to look at that myself because I was wanting to use kind of 3 commas as well. And obviously they've got an API that you need to connect to. But that's one of the more trusted kind of programs as well. But I wanted to connect 3 commas and just kind of sign up with 3 commas, but I've just never pulled the trigger yet because of the API connection. So I need to look at that myself. That's my own thing. That's definitely my own thing. Oh, that was going into the kind of chat area there. What else is kind of rising on Binance? So predominantly we use Binance because it's, for me, it's the most secure, it's the most safest, and CZ I like as well. I really like CZ and kind of his ethos behind business and everything else. I just think he's doing an amazing job. So 29.30 is another big dump. Yeah, big dumps at 29, 12 million, 21 million. So that person has not stopped dumping at 29 Satoshi. So they're looking to offload them big time at 29. Yeah, 46 million dumping. So this person must have about 1 billion tokens that they're trying to offload at 29, or this entity. So we'll switch again between 27 and 28 in a few seconds. Oh no, it's going to go back up again. So it's slowing down, so we might get a jump up after that person or entity has finished kind of dumping. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Matthew, thanks so much for your views on Icon. I saw the all-time high of about $13 and now 25 cents, so thereabouts. First bought at 70 cents. Now been buying around the 25-30 cent mark, holding for the long run. Yeah, I think it's near its all-time low for this as well. It's not to say just because it reaches its all-time low, it's not to say it can't go any lower. Obviously, you have to look at the fundamentals as well and look at the team and look at what they've been doing since. It was its all-time high, but fundamentally, I would imagine it's been changed drastically. It's dramatically changed fundamentally since its all-time high, so I think it's a safe bet for a longer term hold and just kind of holding it for the long term, obviously, and just accumulating at these prices. Mervyn, my bot APIs to Binance, but I only keep a small trading balance, 1 BTC. Yes. Yeah, no, I do have to look at that myself. I recognise that, totally recognise that, but I'm going to look at 3 commas, and because I like with 3 commas you can actually set a trailing stop loss, which I think Binance should be doing. I don't know why they've not done it already. Just put a trailing stop loss on, and I like that about 3 commas. That's why I was initially going to get it, but there was other things as well I wanted to use it for. Tim Gash, I'll watch the replay. I've been sorting some new miners this morning. It's time to accumulate coins and equipment. I've got a feeling it's going to come together. Excellent. Tim, I was just showing everybody this morning. So I don't know if you've seen this. It's called CoinMine, and it's $799, basically a GPU in a box, but $799. And I just wondered kind of what you thought of it. It'd be good to get your kind of thoughts on this, and because you can mine, obviously when I've seen Grincoin, you can mine other coins as well, and they're bringing on more and more. But I don't know about the costs of this as well, and obviously you can check it on your app as well. They've got an app for it. So that's what I was kind of talking about you for. I said you're the resident expert in mining. Ben Polgardi, 290 million NPX dump at 17 sats. Shite. Not so good. Oh, holy sugar. So 160, 210. So somebody's dumping big time. Wow. That doesn't look good. Or Pundy X. So this was the first kind of batch, 180, 250, 320, about 300, 400 would say, 400 million. And then there's a second batch here, 75, 125, 205, another 300 million, 700 million, which is 119 Bitcoin worth. There's another 32 million going as well. Damn it, it looks as if Pundex is going to go down to 16, 17. Looking at this as well. Yeah, and I recommended Pundex again. I think it was 17 Satoshi. It did go up to 20, 21 Satoshi. So you could have had a good profit there, but I think people are still in it. I've got it for the long term as well. We've got it as a community coin, and I'm trading it as well. But it looks as if it's going to kind of dump. Somebody's dumping at 17, so that could come down to 16, 17 Satoshi, which could be another buying opportunity. You could look at it that way as well. But yeah, not good for Pundy. So we'll look. That person's still dumping. So they'll wait on this kind of section building up. You can see the kind of, it's not manipulation, it's just you can see kind of what somebody's thinking here. So this will build up to maybe 200-300 and then it'll start dumping again at 29 if the person's not finished dumping. So I think that's it for today. I think we'll leave it there for today. I've been on longer than normal actually. So whatever you do today, have a brilliant day and just kind of be careful trading out there as well. And if you have any questions or anything, just leave in the comments. And it'd be great if you could leave a comment as well just after the video is finished. You could just leave a comment in the normal section, but not in the kind of chat section. Just to let me know what you think, and just hit that like button as well. And kind of share this if you can, and somewhere else as well, just to kind of grow the channel as well. But thank you for spending some time with me and kind of with talking crypto and a cup of coffee. Brilliant to kind of speak to you again. And as ever, have a brilliant day. Until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them. Because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see